So quite a lot's happened in the last year or so, in the bike world, in this household anyway. And I've sold the rat bike, and I bought and sold a Suzuki CX650 because I'm just too old to ride bikes like that. And I picked myself up this rather nice Honda NT650 DeVille. Don't like the name DeVille, but love the bike. It's just up my street. It'll do me for touring, things like that. I was really sorry that I sold my CB500 beginning of last year, but I did need something that was a little bit more capable of touring, and this is just right. Bought it off another guy called Richard, mechanic, who was in his garage rebuilding a MG midget at the time. So you can imagine this has been well looked after. I might even wrap it, not sure yet. But anyway, that's enough of that. Just a quick update on the CX650. So it has quite a lot of troubles, and I think it's just a little bit beyond use. Even as a project, it's more of a donor bike, I feel. Let me show you. So I've now completely stripped the bike back to the frame. When you last saw it, it was still a rolling chassis with the tank and seat on, the wheels, etc. Everything swing armed a lot. And I've pulled it completely apart. I can have a really good look at it now. The major problem, which I kind of highlighted before, was the rust around the swing arm. And yeah, it's just too far gone. Unfortunately, I've managed to dig right into it. The plan was really, that's just the swing arm pivot on the left side of the bike, and I was going to cut all the metal away around that. So all of that around there, across there, and then all of this would be chopped off, and then I'd have like a hoop on the back. That would lose me the lower engine mount, but I thought that would be okay, but I think that would give the engine too much vibration. But I was kind of hoping that this swing arm mount here was kind of protected from all of this rust, that it got as far as that and no further, but there's a considerable amount of rust inside this sort of box tubing, and despite appearances it's just rust holding this mount in. So this frame is toast. The engine's okay in itself, apart from the water rail that's missing, which isn't a major drama. Aside from that, it should be a running engine and turns over freely. So that's okay, but that's just an engine essentially. The tank looks fine and the seat's solid. Absolute ton of parts under here. 20% or so I'll need to scrap. Most of this is salvageable. Well, I've had 3 separate mechanics look at this frame, and they've all said don't use it, it's dangerous, it's not repairable. And I mean actual mechanics, people that have come to the house when I've sold bikes, and they work in workshops with welders and they fabricate and all kinds of stuff, and their best advice was scrap it, which is what I'm going to do. So unfortunately it does mean that this bike is just not a project, it is a donor bike. So there's lots of parts that I can use on later projects, and there's lots of parts there that I can just clean up and sell now, which is what I'm going to do. It is a shame that that project stopped before it even got started, but I'm going to do a few tinkering videos on the new to me NTV650. Now the rat bike's gone and I don't have that to pull apart and put together again. But I do have an upcoming trip in July to the Lake District. I'm heading up to Windermere, and I'm hoping to ride some of the magnificent passes they have up there. I think there's one called the Rhinos, and there's the Hard Knot, and a couple of others. So I'll be doing a little bit of moto vlogging, all being well. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I will see you next time.